God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Welcome to Thursday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Glad to have you along. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, it's a downward trend, and that could be for many reasons. Maybe they're asking them to play different roles. Sometimes it's the guys around you. If you're playing alongside a great rebounder, there aren't as many boards to go around. So you really have to dig into the details to understand why this is happening.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. James is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Smart in at the small forward position. And for the Raptors, quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Ingram, the Toronto, making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And how much do coaches adjust their plans when facing back-to-back games?
I think, BA, that really depends on your team and obviously the opponent you're playing against. Rotations can be modified if need be. You're looking at certain matchup situations. What's the type of team you're playing on the back end?
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Reeves. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. 5 on the clock. Here's Doncic. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Doncic so skilled at getting great position inside. And once he's close, folks.
Oh, my goodness!
That was nice.
A ridiculous slam!
Look at the lift and the finish. What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten. Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Now Los Angeles moving it up. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back to you, Brian.
A rare opportunity. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Barnes, no good.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Clippers, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Seeing where the Raptors are, they're the best team in the league. No surprise at all. I mean, they have the talent. They will be a factor in the title race.
Kicks it out to Barnes. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And it's Doncic missing.
He hasn't been able to find... Oh, wow! Incredible!
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T. Connected cam. Lakers trail by 12. James outside. Kicks it to Doncic. Pass to Aiden. The three is up. Rebound Toronto. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for James. Laravia is checked in for Smart. And it's Kennard in for Reeves. Pass to Doncic. Nice move on the take.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And so it's Toronto, ending the quarter up 10. Their work from... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
And so in the game for the Lakers, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Jackson Hayes. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Laravia in at the three. Cuts off the pass. Toronto passing it around. Stolen by Kennard. Rejected by Barnes.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Lakers trail by 12. Vanderbilt to pass to Reeves. Kennard outside. Vanderbilt with it. He's picked up by Barnes.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Gillespie.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the Lakers have been looking for a consistent presence at center, and in DeAndre Ayton, they've acquired a walking double-double and a capable lob threat to pair with Luka Doncic. Ayton has a lot to prove in LA, I'm told. But this pairing is certainly one to watch.
Quite a tandem. All right, Shams, thanks for the update.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Lakers. And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You take a look at quickly, he's going to need to move up this list big time to be part of the three-point contest. But he's got a shot.
Maybe, especially if he can get hot from beyond the arc. And he certainly has the ability to do so.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
Oh, my goodness! Yikes! What a finish. Wait, did he just do that? That's a dunk you usually only see in practice.
Hey, that's true, but your practice plays typically don't make your highlight reel.
This is part of the reason we watch. For players and moments like this, my goodness gracious, how great is that?
Johnson with a bucket.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Pass to Doncic. Fader on the way, and it's good. 2 points. Doncic has got 9.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Luka with a good look inside.
After a slow start, he has really tightened up his game.
Raptors lead by 11. Barnes with a screen on Doncic. Here's Johnson. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Reeves with the ball. 17 points in his last outing. And Kentavious Caldwell-Pope picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Ingram's checked in for Toronto. Quickly comes in for Caldwell-Pope. And then for Los Angeles, DeAndre Ayton. He's checked in for Hayes. LeBron comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Kennard in for Reeves.
Oh, you gotta be careful around the basket because James will turn these shots right back at you.
Pass to Doncic. Off target with the three.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
Oh, at 6'8", it's easy to forget how good his handles are, but LeBron creates easy opportunities for himself.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And here's Doncic outside.
I'll tell you, his teammates are going to start to freeze this guy out if he keeps taking threes like this.
Attacking the heart of this defense. That's 8 straight points inside.
Johnson on the wing. He's covered by Ayton. And Johnson is good for three. Johnson's got 23 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that one's good. Ingram.
Yeah, this is how competitive Ingram is. Getting his revenge with the three of his own.
Back to Doncic. And Los Angeles, another three.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Knocks down the long J.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Toronto, a sizable lead of 14 at the break. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Checking out Los Angeles. Guess they're playing decent, remaining somewhat competitive. Just feel like this team is stuck right now, unable to get to the next level, searching for the answers.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Raptors.
I'm giving credit to their front office. They've methodically added talent to their second and third units, and you see the results there, Shaq.
Yeah, they've got scorers coming off that bench, and that's what you need. In the long season, different guys have to step up.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Johnson passes to Williams. Hammers the lob through.
Such a special target at the rim. Mark Williams finishes that oop with ease.
Pass to Laravia. James outside. Kennard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. More teams are playing 5 out now, Doris. So if you're coaching, is that a system you'd run?
It is, BA, because so many players come into the league highly skilled. If you are a 3-tool player, meaning you can shoot it, deck it, and pass it, and you've got 5 guys like that, look out. It is so hard to guard.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Guys?
He's left an imprint, no question. Thanks a lot, Allie.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's Johnson from out on the wing. He knocks it down. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Pass to Kennard. And Los Angeles, another 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
It's Johnson with a drive. Williams passes to Johnson. Outside Barnes. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lakers trail by 18. Down low. Here's Kennard. Oh, and Johnson with a block. And the whistle blew, so that'll be a shooting foul. Hey, great defensive effort there with the block shot, but he got more than just the ball that time. Free throws coming up.
Well, shooting will always have its place in the modern NBA. Kennard, big-time value because he shoots at about 40% from deep.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Vanderbilt comes in for James. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for Smart. Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Gillespie. Johnson for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Laravia. Reeves against Johnson. 6 to shoot. Pass to Kennard. Off target from 3-point range. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And they've got a comfortable lead in large part due to their... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Luke Kennard. Jackson Hayes is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Jake Laravia, and it's Reeves in at the point guard position. There's a screen. Kicks it out to Barrett. And again, Toronto with a triple.
I know Barrett loves to strike from the corners. He just trusts himself to make that shot.
Reeves against Johnson. From 10 feet away. The shot by Reeves, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
To the middle. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Toronto with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Johnson with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. And that one's good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Lakers call timeout. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Looking at who's out there now for Toronto. Gert Sevens checked in for Barrett, and it's Pippen in for Quickly. And then for Los Angeles, James is checked in for Vanderbilt, and it's Buffkin in for Reeves. Let's go to the sideline. We've got something on Luka Doncic. Allie, what's the word?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report update from LA's head athletic trainer. Apparently, that knee was twisted pretty severely. No torn ligaments, but still significant pain and swelling. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
All right, Allie, thanks for the intel.
That's so true, but it is also what we expect to happen. It is part of every professional sports league. In the NBA, the schedule, obviously a grind. Injuries happen, but we hear this all the time. It's next man up. Somebody's injury could be an opportunity for somebody to get minutes and do something with those minutes.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
To the paint. Here's Murray Boyles. It's stolen by James. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
This is why perimeter defense is so critical. Everyone has a three they can drop on you.
Johnson with it. Picked up by James. Basket counts. Murray Boyles has got 8 here in this quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Kennard passes to James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has gotten his first bucket of the night.
Okay, making some plays there. I wonder who Bronny learned that from.
Here's Johnson. Oh, hey! How about that?
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. And there's James from the arc. Toronto has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Here's Murray Boyles. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Fires in the triple.
Luke Kennard is known for his three-point shooting ability. Big-time corner delivery.
Johnson passes to Yurtseven. Toronto passing it around. Murray Boyles drills it from deep.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Raptors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And what a huge performance it was for Jay.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Gillespie's checked in for Toronto. And then for Los Angeles, Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Smart comes in for Kennard. And Austin Reeves is subbed in for James. Outside Reeves, 4-3, and Los Angeles another 3.
And when you watch Reeves, he believes every shot is going in. I mean, he plays with major confidence.
It's Johnson with a drive, and that one's good. Johnson's got 42 in the game.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
It's Johnson with a drive. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
So, no problem for Toronto as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time to present our player of the game.